Hey guys, it's Shadow, and today we are going to be playing another game of Zoo Tycoon 2. Another game of Zoo Tycoon 2? Really? Okay, so this is the second part in the Zoo Tycoon 2 modded series that I have on my channel. If you haven't seen the first one, go ahead and check out the first one. A little card should be coming up in the corner, and you should be able to see it. So I hope you go watch that. It's totally up to you though. So I started out this whole episode with the idea of having intervals in my episodes. So what I want to do is say part one was obviously me building a little bit in the park and kind of just doing a little bit. I don't know, I didn't do much, but what I did do is I made a moose exhibit, a little food area, and then a like stingray exhibit. I don't remember. I think it's a eagle ray exhibit, I believe. And then what I wanted to do is like on part 2, part 4, part 6, so on, every other episode, I would be going back and doing a time lapse of me kind of doing like beautification pretty much. Like, I would be going back and doing all the plants and stuff and making the area look a lot more like an actual park, I would have to presume. So, that's what I ended up doing. Now, it's not going to be a very long episode. I didn't spend much time on this. Not very much time was needed to do this because it wasn't a very big area or anything. And there's probably a couple little things I could do again. But I just thought that it would be kind of cool to do this. I don't know. If you don't like it, leave a dislike. Even though I don't really like dislikes, it's nice to know what people do and don't like. So yeah, I pretty much started off doing the little eagle ray area where it's sunken into the ground, because I was like, well, the little area that you walk into right here, it's not the best. So I tried to figure out a different way to do it, and I ended up messing around a lot with the elevated paths just to see what I could and couldn't do, and I kind of like how it turned out. Now, I messed around with it like a lot. I couldn't find a good way to do it at first, so I kind of, I don't remember where I'd do it from. I think right here I was still just trying to connect it, so I ended up deleting a little area right here just so you could get up on the path, and I made the path a little bit wider too. So right here it goes up, and that's not the final path that I use, but it's just kind of there. But yeah, I lowered this area just kind of to be like on point, so like everything doesn't look so awkward, and I smoothed it out and whatnot. But I kind of like, well, I wouldn't say I'm a super big fan of how the area turned out, but it looks pretty good, I'd have to say myself. No, it's definitely not the best. I could do probably a lot better if I had better tools, but this game is kind of limiting on tools. There's hacks and stuff out there that gives you a lot of like free will in the game, so that's a very nice thing. And by the way, for anybody who's curious, my actual sound equipment came in today, so I have now got, well, this is very odd, but I have a kick drum mic, pretty much like it's the bass mic stand. So like if you had a mic either inside of the bass drum or just like on the outside of it to pick up the sound, this is what you would use it for. But it's the perfect size for my desk. It's got a really good counterweight and everything. And I also picked up a pop filter. Puh. Yeah, you can still kind of hear a little bit of pop, but yeah, there's a bit of a difference there. So I just thought I would let you guys know that. So some videos will probably sound a little bit different, but the only reason is it probably sounds a little bit more professional. I don't really know. But I will leave that up to you guys to decide. I'm not going to be your judge here. I'm not going to be your judge. Yeah, no, your judge ain't cool. Anyways, so I kept continuing the path over here, and there was like, this is a weird thing that I figured out, that people were kind of walking, like I put fences like at the very bottom of this steep hill, and people were like walking down into it, or say if they were running, because there's a little glitch in the game to where like if animals are out at any point, even if the game is paused, then people will freak out and run for no good reason, like continuously until you fix the problem. So the problem fixed itself, but they ran down into that and then they couldn't walk back up the hill. So I didn't know what to do, and they obviously can't hop the fences. So, well, sometimes if they're glitching, yes, but otherwise, not really, no. But yeah, it was a little weird thing, so I had to put some fences back down. And honestly, this little elevated path here kept giving me so much trouble because like it kept sinking into the ground here and then not wanting to stay in the same area and stuff. So I just had to keep working with it. And this was a weird thing. I paused the game right here because I forgot this was part of the not campaign, but the like challenge build thing. Pretty much random events will happen, and what happened there was quote unquote, I think it was an earthquake or a tornado, and it tore up a lot of the fences in the park. So like if you don't watch it, you'll have animals all over the place. So that's just a thing to think about in the future. If it happens whenever we have a big zoo, that's probably going to suck, honestly. Because like that's going to be a lot of fencing we have to redo and make sure that it's not broken or anything. So yeah, and I don't have... Like I have a little hack turned on that turns off the sound for the notifications. Because like normally in the base game, there's so many notifications coming in if you have a big park. Like, you'll always have, like, zookeepers who can't, quote-unquote, reach the poop of a certain animal, just maybe because it's under a rock or it's glitched into the rock or something, and they're like, oh, well, we can't get it. Yeah, and you'll have notifications coming in for that constantly, and it's so annoying. So, I kept kind of, like, flourishing this area, making it kind of cool. Or at least I thought it was pretty cool. I forgot apparently I went away from the computer for a little while there. So I wanted to throw in this tree because it was one tree that we unlocked. And I'm like, you know what? I haven't used it yet. So I think I'm going to use it. And this is one little like thing that you probably wouldn't normally notice. But I found out the reason why people are walking literally into this Eagle Ray tank is because the benches are too close and the animations don't allow them to get up at any area that they want to. Like they have a specific like number of feet that they walk before they turn back around. So what they're doing is they're getting off the benches and walking through the wall because their animation says they're supposed to. So they end up walking into the tank and it looks freaky. So I moved the benches back a little bit because that was not going to keep happening. And the video kind of like skipped there. What happened is I think shut up. My package actually came while I was filming this morning. Sorry about that. I got choked up. But my packages actually came this morning while I was filming this. So I was like, oh well, I should probably go grab those because I don't want like $100 worth of equipment sitting outside my porch. So yeah, I brought them in and put them up, and then I actually went to the gym and walked the dog. So yeah, there was a lot of time that passed in between that. So yeah, and I don't know if you saw it for a fraction of a second there. There was people walking like down that hill, and they were getting mad, and they like wanted to leave the zoo because they had been trapped there for a while, and I just didn't know it. So yeah, that's a little thing to watch out for if you're making your own zoo. Now you would have thought I would remember that, but honestly I didn't. So yeah, clumsy shadow. But I don't remember if I was at 1 star or 1.5 stars whenever this ended. So that's a thing to look forward. Well, I don't know if it'll be looking forward to in the next part, but it's kind of a thing. So yeah, and I ended up changing the fence on the moose exhibit because we have more fences now. I don't know if it was because I downloaded more mods or if it was just because I unlocked them, but I thought it looks pretty nice. It fits just a little bit more than the base wood fence like that. So yeah. Yeah, I love it. I'm like twirling my headphone cord, and it's not picking up on the mic at all, or maybe a little bit, not much. I don't know. It looks funny though. It looks very funny. So yeah, I picked up an accent lighting for my TV. I've been wanting one for months, and I don't remember the brand or anything, but it's honestly, it's just like any other like normal. Well, I wouldn't say it's just like it's like the LEDs that normal companies will give out, and instead of being like 16 feet, it's 4 pieces pre-cut, and you just kind of add extenders onto it. And whenever you add those extenders onto it, sorry about that, I'm a little tired. Whenever you add the extenders onto it, they just kind of wrap around the TV perfectly. So it makes it a little bit different than normal accent lighting kits. And that's one thing that I really like. It's just, it's nice. And the colors are super good. Like on my LED strip that I have on my desk, they have 3 individual lights for red, green, and blue. Now those, like whenever you turn it on like a white color, it almost looks like a rainbow color because you got red, green, and blue all showing at once. Now the one that I got for my TV, it has red, green, and blue all in the same light. So you don't get these weird mix and match of colors as you would with one that has like, I think the whole difference is like either it needs to be LED or it has to be RGB. Like RGB, I believe, has the 3 separate lights, and LED has 1 light. So I don't know. It's different. It's strange, but anyway. So I wanted to kind of decorate a little bit more in the zoo. So I started looking at like archways and stuff. I was like, what can I put right here at the entrance? And I think I ended up settling for these logs right here. I actually switched off it for a second. But they're the ones that I ended up using. See right here. And I used 3 of them just because I didn't want just one. It didn't feel like it was enough. So I put 3. And I like how it's turned out so far. I just noticed how big that tree was there on the side of the screen. So, yeah, I used quite a good bit of like grassland things here just because, I don't know, it's a grassland zoo, so you would kind of expect everything to be kind of themed around grassland. But I was kind of just free placing stuff and trying to make it look as natural as I possibly could. And yeah, I use a lot of these daisies and the normal grass and all that stuff, all the flowers, those purple flowers. I don't know how to pronounce the name. Primrose, duh. Freaking Hunger Games. Primrose. Evadine. So, yeah. And this is about the end of the video. I don't remember what else I do other than, like, kind of walking around and playtesting. But, if you like this video, leave a like. If you find something in it that you don't like, dislike it. Even though I don't like dislikes, it lets me know what I should and shouldn't do on the channel. So it actually helps me out a lot, even if I say it doesn't. So, yeah, if you haven't seen the first episode, definitely go check it out. And check out my other series. If you go to my channel, and I believe there's a playlist tab somewhere, like probably right on my channel, then click on the playlist, and I'm doing like a planet coaster build series that I'm pretty far into. I just released episode 7 today. I'm filming on the 25th, so yeah, it might sound like oh, he's saying that way in the past, because I was pretty much. But yeah, if you like this one, you'll probably definitely like those. I have a lot more creative power in those. That's probably why you'd like it more, but I don't know. Totally up for you guys to say. So I hope you liked the episode, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.